Renting with a roommate can make housing more affordable, but it can also create some of the biggest problems renters face if the lease structure isn't fully understood. Today on the Lease Peak Podcast, we're talking strictly about residential rentals and what renters need to know about roommates, cosigners, and joint leases before signing anything. Most residential leases use what's called a joint and several liability structure. That means every adult on the lease is responsible for the full rent and all lease terms, not just their share. If one roommate stops paying, moves out early, or causes damage, the remaining tenants are legally responsible for covering the difference. Many renters assume the landlord will go after the person who caused the issue, but that's not how it works. From the landlord's perspective, everyone signed, so everyone is liable. Another common misunderstanding involves cosigners. A cosigner is not just a reference or a backup plan. They are legally guaranteeing the lease. If rent isn't paid, the landlord can pursue the cosigner directly, often without first exhausting options with the tenant. This is especially important for renters using a parent or family member as a cosigner. Missed payments, broken leases, or unpaid balances can impact the cosigner's credit just as much as the tenant's. Roommate changes are another area where renters get caught off guard. In many residential leases, roommates cannot simply be removed or replaced without management approval. If one roommate wants to leave, the remaining tenants may be required to requalify financially, pay administrative fees, or sign a new lease altogether. In some cases, the landlord may not allow changes at all. Assuming flexibility here can lead to serious problems mid-lease. Security deposits also become complicated with roommates. Most landlords treat the deposit as one lump sum, not individual portions. When the lease ends, the refund or charges apply to the group, not individuals. If one roommate caused damage or didn't clean, everyone shares the financial impact unless you've handled it privately. This is why clear roommate agreements outside the lease are just as important as the lease itself. Renters should also understand how notice requirements work. If one roommate gives notice, but the others don't, the lease usually doesn't automatically end. Miscommunication here can result in lease violations, holdover rent, or unexpected charges. All leaseholders must follow the same notice rules unless the lease states otherwise. At Lease Peak, we help renters understand how joint leases really work before problems arise. Whether you're moving in with friends, a partner, or new roommates, knowing your legal and financial exposure ahead of time can prevent conflict, credit damage, and costly surprises. We explain what's standard, what's risky, and what questions to ask before signing. If you're planning to rent with roommates or use a cosigner, getting clarity up front is one of the smartest things you can do. Subscribe to the Lease Peak Podcast for more renter-focused guidance and reach out if you want help reviewing lease terms before committing.